Wolverine 59, one of Gamers X here. I'm going to talk about Andor, and Andor was a great Star Wars TV show. Tony Gilroy knew what he was doing with this. Uh, it, it was amazing uh, the way that it felt more and more like Rogue One. It showed. So, I mean, we finally get backstory on Andor and well, casting Andor, and we did get K2SOs, but we saw a K2 unit in one of the episodes. We get his backstory, and it's about him trying to find his sister during the Age of Rebellion, and we see him being recruited by Luthen, played by Stellan Skarsgård from the War films, and it was he was great. I loved I loved how he played his role, and the whole thing is we're seeing how the rebellion's being formed, how um, basically how the Empire has been. The Empire basically um, is basically the well, it's basically um, way overconfident in how they're doing things, so they've been getting a little lazy in how they've been doing things. So Luthen, I keep forgetting how to say his name. He basically recruits Cassian into what's gonna be the rebellion, and throughout all this, he's Luthen's been going through. I'm just gonna say Luthen. He's going through like a big moral lapse half the time, where he's trying to sacrifice what he needs and what he's trying to do in order to make the rebellion work, even though it might not go the right tone of it. And Mon Mothma, she's in it. I forget the actress's name, but she was in the prequels, and she does such an amazing job with this. When you're seeing her trying to get the idea uh, of being what's the word, of being part of the rebellion, and she hasn't called out Palpatine yet. That's why season 2 is gonna be so far, connected to Rebels. But the thing is, we see her with her husband. It's not a great relationship. Her relationship with her daughter is strained, but throughout this whole thing, she's trying to connect with her daughter, but also trying to start the rebellion because she's seen how bad the Empire is. So she goes to her childhood friend to help finance the rebellion, just secret finance, and yet she's kind of hating herself a little bit and how she's going through with the rebellion, but you kind of feel for her. Fiona Shaw from the Harry Potter franchise plays Cassian's adoptive mother, and she does such a great job. And you forget that she was Harry's aunt in all all the franchise. But you see how she taught Cassian how to be a good person, and his adoptive father in the episode, in the finale, you see how well he taught Cassian. And the thing is, it's a little weird that we don't see fully about his sister, because that was his mission. He didn't care much about forming a rebellion. All he wanted was to find his sister, and that was it. But of course, he got caught up in other stuff while being part of the rebellion. And I love the scene where he meets up with Luthen's other rebel forces. Well, they're not the rebellion yet. He shows them how to mask themselves as the Empire, and the way he does it is so amazing. I really love the prison break scene. I talked about it with the Kevin Conroy, me and the Mack, and how I couldn't focus because of Kevin Conroy's untimely passing, but it was such an amazing scene. That episode, okay, is a two-parter. He gets locked up for something that he didn't do. All he did was pass through, but he gets caught by the Empire and ends up in a prison. And I forget what the planet was, but it was one of the planets. And we see Andy Serkis, and he's not Snoke, but a different character. But if you watch Shawshank Redemption, it was kind of like that. It was amazing. But basically, he's like, look, I'm your not warrant. What was it? And basically, he was saying, I'm the guy in charge. You're gonna work with these people on these on this machinery. I'll inspect it. Basically, oh wait, he was an inspection type of person. But the way that Andy Serkis talks about it in one of the interviews, that his character spoke out against the Empire, got arrested, so he figures, okay, I'll just give in to what the Empire wants, I'll be free, which Cassian tells him, no, you're not gonna be free. In fact, you heard what they were doing when we saw the power surge happening. You know what was going on. You're just turning a blind eye to it. So when he finally understands what's going on, well, actually no, he finds out later in the first part when one of the workers sadly passed, and that they both asked the doctor, we're never getting out, are we? And it's no. So that's what wakes him up in the second part. One way out, one way out. That was an amazing scene. I loved that scene. It was perfect. Let's see. Of course we get. I got right down the names, but all the characters. Let me look up. Uh, but he kind of somewhat plays a different role in this series. Andor cast. Oh, okay, Luthen. Okay, the Cyril. Yeah, Cyril Karn. Um, he's if you watch Les Miserables or Les Mis, where you watch the movies or seen the play or read the book, the way that it is Cassian is Jean Valjean in a way, and Sybil. Let me see if I got that right. Cyril. Cyril is basically the Javette in all this. He's trying to hunt him down, but the thing is, thanks to his obsession, he got demoted until again I'm gassed. Deidre starts starts to help him out and put him on a different way, and towards the end it's kind of like I think he has a weird creepy obsession with her, like he wants to be romantically involved with her, but it's never gonna happen. And that's the thing. Is Deidre gonna be Cassian's sister? I don't know. But how all this is, we're seeing more how the rebellion is formed, and we got Forrest Whitaker coming back as Saul Guerrera, and he was amazing. He hasn't done the extremities that he's gonna go through within Rebels and Rogue One yet, but yeah. But I gotta say, I love Luthen's monologue where he's saying basically, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't, in the whole thing. Like basically, he knows he's either way things aren't gonna go well for him, where he plays nice or he does a moral lapse. And yeah, and he doesn't exactly know where he's going with, but he's gonna go by it no matter what. Let's see. I definitely loved the finale. It was so amazing. Even the post-credit scene. It was like you see the Death Star form, and that's what they were making inside the prisons. The mechanics that will ensure that the Death Star is gonna do its thing, and it was amazing. I can't wait for season 2. And yet January, well, we're in November, but once January hits, the Mandalorian's gonna come back. So basically, still love Star Wars. Yeah, my battery's going low, so, but hey, 14 minutes, that's cool. Oh, let me do a shout out first. I am very sorry. I'm very sorry. I almost forgot. Let me do a shout out. Albert Jason Albero and Chess Diary, thank you for subscribing. Again, any and all new subscribers, they get a shout out in the videos I make. I am very sorry, it just hit me right now. So be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Click the notify bell. Look at the Mack, Gamer Realm, and TCG Enterprise channels. Wolverine 59 1 of Gamers X sign out. Live large, hard card. Have a good one.